Colorado Buffaloes spring football keys. Replacing Travis Hunter, the Colorado Buffaloes have started spring football without quarterback Shedeur Sanders or wide receiver/cornerback Travis Hunter. Here are the 5 biggest storylines for Coach Deion Sanders and his program before the 2025 season. After a 9-4 season that lit a fuse under a Colorado Buffaloes fan base desperate for a winning program, Coach Deion Sanders is ready to build on it in the spring. The warming weather brings spring cleaning via the transfer portal window from April 16 to 25, position battles between grizzled veterans and green freshmen, and a clean slate to instill values and schematics before the fall's weekly chaos. No team has known the ups and downs of spring better than Colorado, evidenced by the last 2 years. While 2 record-setting spring games in terms of attendance took place, including a national broadcast on ESPN in 2023, dozens of CU players entered the transfer portal. Last season's spring window saw key members of the prior squad depart, including running back Dylan Edwards, cornerback Cormani McClain, and offensive tackle Savion Washington. The Buffaloes also made 4 solid additions last April, though just one remains in Boulder. Running back Dallin Hayden. Here are 5 storylines to keep tabs on as the Buffs begin another spring campaign. Who takes the reins from former Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders? The Buffaloes made a splash last November in flipping the commitment of heralded signal caller Julian Lewis from the USC Trojans, but former Liberty Flames quarterback Kaidon Salter came from the portal with 4 collegiate seasons, including a Conference USA championship under his belt. Both players appear hungry to make waves with the Buffs, and Salter could provide services as a possible bridge quarterback for Lewis to learn under as a freshman. Who steps in Travis Hunter's shoes? Filling the holes left by Heisman Trophy-winning wide receiver cornerback to the NFL could be make or break if Colorado aims to return as Big 12 contenders. A plethora of talent exists on the perimeter, but especially in the receiving room, the talent is unproven. Omarion Miller may look to stake his claim as the number 1 wideout, flashing elite potential in his first 2 seasons in Boulder. Colton Hood displayed promise at cornerback as a freshman, and he'll have some help from another season of DJ McKinney and Preston Hodge. Work cut out for the offensive line. The Buffs will yet again have a new offensive line coach, as Phil Lodeholt earned himself a job with the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Coach Sanders stayed in-house and chose former quality control analyst Gunnar White to take over a line budding with youth, but that still leaves much to be desired. 39 sacks allowed in 2024. White will coach alongside offensive line assistants George Hegeman and Andre Garode, a trio looking to guide Colorado's offense to a run-pass balance it hasn't found in the Coach Prime era. New life at linebacker. The secret sauce behind Colorado's massive turnaround on defense last season may have been at linebacker. Nikhai Hill-Green played at an all-Big 12 level next to another veteran stalwart in Levonta Bentley, sniffing out runs by nearly a yard per carry, better than the Buffaloes did in 2023, 4.7 to 3.9. Both Hill-Green and Bentley are now gone, leaving defensive coordinator Robert Livingston to help newcomers Martavius French, UTSA Roadrunners, and Reginald Hughes, Jacksonville State Gamecocks, pick up the slack at linebacker. Special teams looking for special. One of the Buffs' major weak points last season was on special teams. Alejandro Mata had a solid 12 for 15 campaign, but still lacked the range of most collegiate kickers. He was one of 2 full-time Big 12 players at his position to not attempt a kick from 50 or more yards. Punter Mark Vassett's graduation opened the door for Kansas Jayhawks transfer Damon Greaves, who averaged 42.3 yards per punt in 2024. Lastly, the Buffs struggled to garner touchbacks on kickoffs, 19.4%. So former Louisiana Tech Bulldog Buck Buchanan, 8th in the FBS at 82%, was brought in to remedy the concern.